Students and families still have a lot of questions about the murders, and some have criticized Moscow police for not sharing more information sooner. KREM 2's Kyle Simchuk spoke with the former Pullman police chief Gary Jenkins, who explained why law enforcement is taking a careful approach to this investigation. Kyle?
Well, he told me it's a balancing act, especially since this murder suspect hasn't been arrested or even identified. Chief Jenkins says releasing too much information could jeopardize the investigation altogether. People across the country want to know what happened inside this home and why. For those living in Moscow, there's still a lot of fear and uncertainty. And how could there not be? 4 young college students were stabbed to death, and their killer still hasn't been caught. Ever since the yellow crime tape went up, the Moscow Police Department has faced scrutiny for not providing as much information about the case as some would like to know.
You know, there's some things that only the people that were at that scene would know. And so you definitely don't want to release that information to the public.
Gary Jenkins is the former chief of Pullman Police and now serves in that role for the WSU Police Department. He says sharing details is a balancing act, keeping people safe and informed without compromising the investigation.
Just trying to make sure that when detectives go out and interview people, it's based on what they know, not what they've heard on the news.
The University of Idaho told students this week they could go home early for Thanksgiving break if they didn't feel safe around campus, and many already have. Jenkins says that could pose a challenge for detectives trying to interview witnesses. It was for him during the hazing death of Sam Martinez, which also occurred right before Thanksgiving break in 2019.
Most of the witnesses left town, and that's the type of investigation you need to have a one-on-one in-person interview. And so it does definitely complicate that investigation.
Jenkins says the answers all of us want could take time.
They're trying to juggle a lot of balls in the air right now. Particularly with 4 victims, it's going to be a very complex crime scene. It's going to be a complex investigation.
That was Kyle Simchuk reporting.